So that's all my classic systems. So I'm gonna go pick up the camera right now, and we're gonna show you my collection of. Woo! It feels good to stand up. The current consoles. Okay.
You sure you got them all out?
Oh yeah.
You sure?
Oh yeah.
What about this one here?
Oh, I think I missed one. I knew I missed that one. Alright, we got one more game. Diddy Kong Racing. I knew I was missing that one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so as I move the light over here, so this is the current consoles. I am going to actually. I got like 5 games I don't have cases for, which I'm going to get to soon. I got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. I need to get a case for that. I bought these for $10 total off a girl on Kijiji. I don't know if this 187 Ride or Die. I heard it was a really crappy game. But other than that, I actually have a physical copy of Halo 2, a physical copy of Halo 1, and this is why I went for the ad. It's for a physical copy of Conquer Live and Reloaded. Oh. So in total, I paid $2.50 for these games, which is freaking awesome. Alright, so we'll go through the games that have pretty much been occupying my time is Xbox 360 because, you know, that's how it goes. That's how we do it in Achievement Whore. So I got the collector's edition of Gears of War 3, as you all know, as you saw me hugging it like a little bitch in the Gears of War 3 in 5 seconds. And I have the case outside, and I'll tell you why. Is because this thing is a fucking bitch to try and get open. You can open this part, and then take the thing out, and then pop everything out. So I just took the case out, and that's where I house the actual disc. Then we got, you know, Gears of War 2, Gears of War 1, and then we've got the game that's been occupying all my time, Mass Effect 3, and plus 1 and 2, because I've been trying to make a Renegade Shepard to find out what the Renegade choices are. And, as you all know, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, and she's playing it too, trying to get everything all caught up. But, as you know, it really doesn't matter what you do in the long scheme of things.
Long run.
We're not going to spoil it for any of you guys who haven't beaten it yet. And, I'm going to take that off there. Alright, so right here we've got the Bethesda double pack, which is BioShock and the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I picked that off a guy for $10. That was pretty sweet. We got BioShock 2 still in its wrapper. I bought that last summer and haven't even opened it yet. This one's more Melanie's game than it is mine. It's the Xbox Live Arcade Unplugged. It's just so that she could have a physical copy of Bejeweled 2.
I can try and get the achievements from that.
Good
easy.
For Bejeweled 2, good luck.
There's a lot of them.
There's a game that you really need to get. Everyone, if you don't have this game, get it. Darksiders. Think God of War mixed with The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And your Navi is voiced by Luke Skywalker, the Joker, Mark Hamill. Awesome game. Love it to death. Ready to do my veteran playthrough of it soon. We got the DDR games that never get busted out. I don't think we've played them once since we moved into this new apartment. Armored Core 4, not a bad mech game. Give it some more time. A couple of RPGs here. Lost Odyssey, which I've heard is okay. I've heard it's bad. The one weird thing is that there's this guy in the beginning of the game who looks like a Klingon without the head ridges. It's weird. Next up, Tales of Vesperia. I haven't even touched this one. I bought it for the sake of, I found it at EB for $20. I bought it because, you know, it's a JRPG and they don't get those in too much. People around here tend to eat them up real quick. Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit. My personal opinion, this is the best Dragon Ball Z fighting game you can get on the 360. Ultimate Tenkaichi, as you heard Ozzy Arcane say it a few times, not all that great. He likes the Rage and Blast games. I really don't like them. I prefer 2D, and I prefer that they flight. But I like this, and I like the set pieces that you can get in them. We got the Left 4 Dead Game of the Year edition. I'm just going to pull them all out. That has some of the DLC on it, mostly the survival mode and the updates. Burnout Paradise, awesome racing game. I kind of wish they kept the crash modes in, but what are you going to do? And I think if you look at them, I've rearranged them in kind of a theme base. So like, here's all the sandbox games. So we got Red Dead Redemption, awesome game. Just Cause 1. By the way, this collection, these are all my physical copies. I designed including my PSN games, which I have a few, my Xbox Live Arcade. I don't have anything on the Wii or the stuff on Steam. It doesn't count that. I will be making a master list accordingly, because I do tend to. I'm going to post this up on my Twitch TV page, because I want everyone to see the games that I have, so that if I'm stumped on a game to play and be like, hey, what do you want me to play? Go through the list. Anyway, the Saints Row. I got Grand Theft Auto 4. And the expansions, the Ballad of Gay Tony and the Lost in the Dam. Lost in the Dam I haven't finished yet. Ballad of Gay Tony I really liked a lot. Especially the one mission there where you throw the buddy off the helicopter and you're like, oh shit, you gotta go get him. Dead Rising, I really need to spend more time in that. And I think sometime I might pull off a 24-hour cast where I try to get the last achievement, which is to survive for 7 days. 7 days in-game, which is 14 hours straight. This is a game me and Melanie like to play together. Lego Star Wars, The Complete Saga. You got episode 1 through 6 on there. Plus, Indiana Jones is on there. This is Melanie's, actually, and it's what I did my first video on, is Tron Evolution. And I'll show you the other stuff here in a second. I just screwed this all up. Get in there. I don't think I'm going to pull out the other games here. NHL 2K6, just because I wanted some type of hockey game, and I think out of the early ones, I don't play the new NHL games. The reason I got this is because it's a special Canadian cover, because we got Matt Sundin on there. I think the guys in the States have someone from the Dallas Stars as a goalie. I don't know sports. I got it just because Bob Cole and Harry Neal, the former voices, I should say, of Hockey Night in Canada, were on there. And I remember listening to them for ages as a kid. Next up, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection. So we got 2 and 3 and Peace Walker in there. And this is a really, really shitty case, but this is Star Trek Legacy, which I'm going to be doing a video on soon. Really hard to find Star Trek game because it's so good. It's really the best one. I mean, there's only 2 games. There's this one, and then there's the arcade game that's not even worth your time. And as we angle the light down here, and if I get comfortable, I'll take a little scan through here. So we got all your Halo games. I don't have Wars, but I eventually plan on getting it again. So we got Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST. We've got Halo Reach. I mean, what can you say? It's Halo. Next up, the first game I ever got for my 360, Lost Planet, Extreme Condition. Not a bad game. I really should sit down and actually finish it. I've only played the first 2 levels of it in my life. Next up, Battlefield Bad Company. Probably one of the few modern day military shooter games that I own, because I got this because of the comedy in it. I mean, doesn't take itself too seriously, and it's a lot of fun to play. Next up, Fable 2. Keep this on hand because it was a Christmas present. That's not bad. I hate the ending, as most of you probably do too. X-Men Origins Wolverine. The game that's said to be better than the movie it's based on. Here's the thing, here's a shocker. I didn't mind X-Men Origins Wolverine. Granted, I've only seen it twice in my life, but I didn't mind it. I mean, I'm one of those guys I like comic book movies, but I don't get all up in arms with oh my god, they changed this, and Spider-Man should have web shooters instead of shooting web out of his wrists for reals. I'm not one of those people. I go there and I enjoy it. We got your double pack of Lego Indiana Jones and Kung Fu Panda. This came with consoles. I have never touched Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda, I've never touched it. Indiana Jones, I played the hell out of. Any Lego game I get, I play to death until I get 100. Because that's the way it goes. Best collection of games you could ever get. The Orange Box. I mean, Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1 and 2, Team Fortress 2, Portal. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. This is a weird JRPG. Enchanted Arms by Ubisoft. It is a weird RPG. And I really need to pick it up again because it's weird. Next up, like Ozzy, I have the Ultimate Sith Edition of Star Wars Force Unleashed, which has the second disc with the DLC on it. And the next one, which is what the one people keep giving shit on, is Force Unleashed 2. It's too short. Well, do you really want to be playing a God of War type hack and slash game for 20 fucking hours straight? No, you don't. You want to break it up. Which I don't mind. I love the DLC mission when you're on Endor. Awesome. Bionic Commando, the remake, which I didn't mind, again. Okay, yes, spoiler alert, it is stupid that your wife is in the arm, but come on, it's the future. Suspend your disbelief for one stupid second, come on. The last Capcom game I bought brand new, and probably will ever buy brand new. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the special edition. I bought this, and okay, yeah, the tsunami in Tokyo was tragic, but there's still characters on here that are locked on the disc. Just release the goddamn codes. No, wait, let's make a whole new game and charge more money. I hate the gaming industry some days. Next up, Tekken 6. Not bad. I mean, what can you say? It's a fighting game. Soul Calibur 4, another awesome game. I do have both Yoda and Darth Vader on here. Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 4, regular Street Fighter 4. I've never gotten Super Street Fighter 4 or the Arcade Edition or 2012 edition. Mortal Kombat, the regular edition, not the complete collection, but I do have all the DLC for it. Rock Band 3, this doesn't get busted out as much as it should. But what are you going to do? Well, it's a Call of Duty clone, which is Quantum of Solace. This actually is pretty fun, but mostly it's Casino Royale more than Quantum of Solace. And we got both the Batman games. We've got Arkham Asylum, which I picked up weeks before Arkham City was released. I had it before and I traded it in, and I got it again because I wanted to play it to get ready for Arkham City, which I absolutely love. And we've got all 4 Assassin's Creed games. So we got 1, 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations. So all 4 of them. I'm sorry, we got 1, 2, 2.5, and 2.75. But what's wrong with numbering? Why does Hollywood and game companies hate numbers? Anyway, do I really need to explain this game again? I really need to? I don't even know why I still have it. I'm not gonna, like, I gave you the tips on how to get it, but even I don't want to get all the achievements in it. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Next achievement, whore. WWE 12. And the Kinect games that unfortunately do not get busted out, which they really should. Got your Kinect Adventures, Dance Central, Kinect Sports. If we can bust out the Kinect more, I might consider getting Dance Central too. Because I heard that there's a code like Rock Band that you could take the music off of this and put it onto 2. So these games don't get busted out anymore. Seen it. Interesting little party game. I like how Box Office Smash actually has some questions from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I don't know. I can't remember what the theme of that one is, but Transformers War for Cybertron, best Transformers game next to Fall of Cybertron when it comes out. And the last Xbox 360 game, physical one I own, is Resident Evil 5. Game I haven't even picked up. I actually picked this up when I picked up Batman Arkham Asylum, and it's just been sitting there. I want to do a co-op playthrough with my best friend, Gabe. Alright, now we're moving down to regular Xbox as the light gets dimmer. I need to be well lit for this. Alright, so we've got here just the Platinum Edition of Prince of Persia Sands of Time, which I probably am going to get the HD collection of, because I never played Warrior Within or the, what was the other one? Two Thrones? I haven't played those before, so I'd like to. This is an awesome find. I got this for $5. Castlevania Curse of Darkness. I can't wait to play this game. I've been looking forward to it. I actually watched the GT retrospective of it not too long ago, and I am so pumped to play this game again. Or for the first time, I should say. The Mega Man Anniversary Collection. So the first 8 Mega Man games and a couple of arcade games. If you're a Mega Man fan, you must have this in your collection. And another collection, the Anniversary Collection of Street Fighter.
So it's every single version of 2 that ever existed and every single version of 3 that ever existed. So the mainstays of this is the Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting Edition, Super Street Fighter 2 Hyper whatever one, and then Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, which I have also on the Xbox Live Network, which really, or Xbox Live Arcade, I should say. There's another cool find for $5. Tron 2.0 Killer App, the Xbox Live port. I keep saying Xbox Live. The Xbox port of the PC version of Tron 2.0. Which I haven't had a whole lot of time to play that yet. I just played through the first level, but pretty interesting so far. And we got the BioWare Knights of the Old Republic games. Well, I'm sorry, that's BioWare. That's Obsidian. Yeah, we all know what the story is with Obsidian in that one. Oh, geez, this is heavy. Big instruction booklet with it. Star Wars Jedi Academy Jedi Knight. I said that backwards. Seen Melanie play this a few times. This is actually Melanie's game. I've seen her play it a few times. It's actually not that bad. Next up, Red Dead Revolver, the first game before Red Dead Redemption, which I picked up pretty cheap. Haven't had time to play it. Even though I had the HD collection, I still had the old school one. So I've got Metal Gear Solid 2 from the box set, but I just have the regular version of Snake Eater, so that's fine. And getting into the meat and bones of my collection, the RPGs, Star Ocean Till the End of Time. Bought this cheap, haven't had time to play it. Final Fantasy X. Need we say more? It's Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy X2. Again, need we say more? Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 12. I got the Steel Box collector's edition of it. Bought it. Never had time to play it yet. I'm like Ozzy. I get all these games and I just don't have time to play them. They're just nice to look at. My favorite RPG on the PS2. Dragon Quest VIII. Curse of the Cursed. Journey of the Cursed King. I Cannot Talk Tonight. And next up, Xenosaga Episode 1. I am actually looking to collect all 3 of these. This is actually supposed to be a 6-part game, and then they stopped at 3. And now we got here, we got Kingdom Hearts 1, we got Kingdom Hearts 1.5, the Chain of Memories. It's the GBA game that got re-released and put with PS2 graphics. And then Kingdom Hearts 2. And please, somebody out there, call Square Enix and get them to make 3 already. And we've got the Devil May Cry trilogy on PS2 anyway. I know there's 4. We got 1, we got 2, and then we got regular 3. I don't have the special edition with the easier difficulty on it. It's really sucks, but we'll see. WWF SmackDown, shut your mouth. The wrestling game with a slogan of The Rock's, and The Rock is nowhere to be found on it. Yeah, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, Triple H, Chris Jericho, and Booker T. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Oh my god, I played the hell out of this game. I might actually be getting rid of this copy because A, I have it on Steam now, which I bought for like $1.50 during the big holiday sale, and 2, this one actually doesn't really emulate well on my PS3, so yeah. Gran Turismo because it was $1. The original Ratchet and Clank, which I should get around to playing. I played the first PS3 one. Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Another collection, the Street Fighter Alpha collection. I got this with another game, which is hidden somewhere, off a guy, and I don't think he knew how rare those games were. I got the King of Fighters collection. Not really funny enough, I'm not an SNK fighting game fan. Their fighting style is a little different. This one's my girlfriend's, Bloody Roar 3. Actually, these next 3 are my girlfriend's. She owns Soul Calibur 2 with Heihachi and Soul Calibur 3. Actually, technically, with my Xbox Live version of Soul Calibur, we actually own all the Soul Caliburs. No, wait, stop. We don't have 5 yet. Oh yeah, so I got the anthology off a guy on Kijiji, and he also sold me this, the Mega Man X collection. It's 1 through 6 plus a kart racing game. It was never released over here. Fantastic collection of games. You need to have it. Got this before I knew that they were going to make an HD remake of it. Everything's getting HD remakes. Zone of the Enders. But it's actually cool that I got this because it's got the Japanese demo for Metal Gear Solid 2, which is what everyone bought the game for. But when they popped in Zone of the Enders and realized, hey, this is actually a pretty cool game. One complaint with it, too short. And the first Harmonix game I ever owned, Frequency. Awesome, awesome music game. I'd like to get its sequel, Amplitude. These are the games that Harmonix makes before they went on to Guitar Hero. Okay, these next two are my girlfriend's games. She owns 007 Nightfire. The Bond game with Pierce Brosnan's likeness, but not his voice. That wouldn't come later until Everything or Nothing. And she's got Guitar Hero and Guitar Hero 2, the double pack. This one I'm probably going to toss out too because A, it doesn't run well on my PS3, and B, there's an HD collection of it. So, Jak and Daxter. And another one I'm really looking forward to playing soon, Castlevania Lament of Innocence. Supposedly the very first in the lineage of Castlevania. This one I might have to get rid of too because I don't even think it plays. Crazy Taxi. And then these are all the Batman games that we own. The first two are my girlfriend's. She owns Lego Batman. Used to have it on the 360, but traded in after I 100%ed it. I really wish I didn't, because Melanie should 100% it herself. Batman Begins, which I'm really interested to try, because I heard that it's sort of along the lines of Splinter Cell. And then we got the two based on the animated series. You got Batman Rise of Sin Tzu, a new character made just for the game. I think it's like 4 players. You can play as Batman, Robin, Nightwing, and Batgirl. The people say that that's pretty bad, though. Oh, that game's falling out. we'll let it fall because it's the next one on the list. Anyways, Batman Vengeance. A lot of people say that this is a really bad game, but we'll give it a shot. Alright. And the game that fell out, this is pre-owned from a EB in the States. This is Rad. And if you don't know what Rad is, it's not a movie about BMX bikers. It stands for Robot Alchemy Drive. This is by Enix, before they merged with Square. Essentially, what this game is, imagine every giant robot fight from a Power Rangers or Super Sentai series. And now imagine you're controlling a human on the outside, and you're controlling this robot, this gigantic robot, with a PS2 controller. You operate the feet, you operate the arms, you operate the special moves. It's insane. It's so fun. And the best thing is, it's got really, really bad voice acting. I mean, horrendous voice acting. The type of voice acting that rivals Tommy Wiseau in The Room. Next up, and the final ones in our PS2 is, actually, no, that's a lie. I have more down there, but Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, The Beginning of Destiny. This is actually the first time we get an actual trading card version of the game on consoles, because they tried to make other things. Case in point, Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monster Coliseum. This is based on the Capsule Monster game from the Season 0 anime for Yu-Gi-Oh! And the first run of manga. Sort of like chess, but with dual monsters. What I like about this, though, is that the American 4Kids dub actors are in here. So you got Dan Green as Yugi, and I haven't played it long enough. I know that I forget the name of the guy, but Joey's in it, Tristan, Grandpa, and you've got the villain. So you've got Bakura, you've got Merrick, you've got Kaiba. I'm really looking forward to when Yugi fights Kaiba. Alright, and I have a very, very few PlayStation 3 games. Metal Gear Solid 4. We got the God of War 3, which, I'm sorry, I haven't gotten a chance to play yet. I just buy them so I have them in the collection on the to-do pile. Demon Souls, man, they weren't kidding when they said that game was hard. We've got, this is Ratchet & Clank Future, Tools of Destruction. We got the sequel, Crack in Time. I think there was a PSN only game that was a true sequel. Next, the God of War collection. So we got 1 and 2 in HD. I need to get the other two for these, and especially there's a collector's edition sitting and an EV with my name on it, and that's Uncharted: Drake's Fortune. Fantastic game, fantastic series. I can't wait to play the third one. All right, now moving on. My small list of PlayStation 1 games, mostly RPGs. That's what the system was known for. So we got the Chronicles with Final Fantasy IV and Chrono Trigger. We got probably one of my favorite RPGs on the PlayStation, Dragon Warrior 7. So last time that we used the Dragon Warrior name. Next up is Origins, which is Final Fantasy 1 and 2. Next up, we got SmackDown 2, Know Your Role. Oh man, this was such a fun game. I love playing the career mode because you can actually play with 4 players. Next up, Gundam Battle Assault 2. A side-scrolling, a 2D side-scrolling fighting game with Gundams. Actually, not that bad of a game. Battle Assault. I'm trying to remember when Battle Assault 1 was on. I'll have to wiki that. Next up, WWF Warzone. Man, this game is so bad they gave it away for free at Blockbusters years ago. I remember renting games and they're like, take one. I said, you already gave me one. Well, take another one. I don't want it. Do not give me that game. And now I own it. Again. Man, this game was bad. WCW versus the World. This one was bad. Not only that, this one was bad. Pro Move Pro Wrestling by Activision. You look at the back and the cover thinking that this is going to be the PlayStation's version of the THQ Aki games. No, not even freaking close. Next up, the first SmackDown. Man, the creative character on this sucked. But it was actually not that bad. Next up, Metal Gear Solid, the VR missions. This is just basically the VR missions, and then, like, as it shows here, there's a few you actually get to play as Gray Fox, the Cyber Ninja. Next up, this is Melanie's game. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. You can tell we're Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans here. I remember playing this as a kid, and it's just the cards in it were just. It was hard. Like you had to merge cards together, and if you didn't know what you were doing, you were gonna mess up quite a bit. So coming up next is Final Fantasy Anthology, which is 5 and 6. And on this last row, we've got Mortal Kombat Trilogy. One of my favorite fighting games. If it wasn't for the freaking load times, I'd say this was probably this would be my favorite. I'd like to get the one on Super Nintendo, but alright, next up is we're going on the Nintendo side. Let me get some light on here. We all know the controversy and the stuff with this one right here. Oh man. I can tell you right now, I did not pay money for this. This was given to me as a Christmas gift, and that's the reason I'm keeping it. Man, like, waste of space with the disc on that, huh? Taking a 4 megabyte game and putting it on a 4 gig disc. Waste of space, in my opinion. You should put Mario World and should put like every Mario game on there. You could have fit every Virtual Console Mario game on there. Next up, a little unknown Wii game, Dragon Quest Swords. Imagine playing Dragon Quest, but you wave the Wii remote around. Actually, pretty interesting how you play combat on this. And also, too, you can hold the B button and make shields. In my fighting games for the system, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom Ultimate All-Stars, which I need to continue playing because I don't have everyone unlocked yet. I do have everyone unlocked on this, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And thanks to my girlfriend's old roommate, Siobhan, for helping me out with that one. Super Mario Galaxy, which I haven't had time to play yet. That's a common theme of this video, which I haven't played yet. And this is a gift from our good friends Sylvie and Gabe. It's the Back to the Future Telltale game. I'm really looking forward to playing that. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Of course, you gotta have that in your Wii collection. And as I said before, my Wii is quote-unquote serviced, as they say. And I play mostly imported games on that, so The ones I have right now are the Kamen Rider Climax Heroes and the Super Sentai Cross battle game, which is essentially the Gokai Ranger video game. This was a, well, quote upon a gem. I found Sonic Gems Collection, which is Sonic CD, Sonic the Fighters, Sonic R, and a few Game Gear games that wasn't released in the Mega Collection, which I need to get. I actually want to get the Mega Collection Plus on PlayStation 2 because there's way more games on that. Alright, I just realized I never arranged these games together. Metroid Prime, the first GameCube game I ever got. This is a Blockbuster case, but it houses Mario Kart Double Dash. This one, WarioWare Mega Party Games, which is essentially all the games you got in the Game Boy Advance and just put on the big screen. And we've got here Mario Party 6. Not the last one. I think 7 was on GameCube. And then they made 8 and 9 just got released, which I heard is really not that great. Takes all the Game Boy, the Game Board aspect out of it. Luigi's Mansion, which I should play at some point. People said it's not that bad, but then again, you know, it's not platforming Mario. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, the GameCube edition. I don't have the Wii version because I actually feel like playing the game with the goddamn controller for once. Resident Evil 4, or 4 Resident Evil, whatever. Might as well get it on the system it debuted on and not, like, you know, the remakes and all that. I'm running out of space here. Alright. Sorry for my shaky camera work here, but yeah, you get what you pay for. Nothing. Oh, I almost skipped over a game. Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. I picked this on up, plus Paper Mario, because there's a fellow Twitch TV compadre, fellow Canuck, Chatia 12. Saw her playing that, and it looked like a lot of fun, so I wanted to pick it up for myself. Next up, Resident Evil 0. I got an awesome deal on that game, like $5, and everyone else wants like 20 for it. Same with Resident Evil, the remake on GameCube, $2.99. Can't beat that. Our shiny one here, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Another great find. This was a great find of mine. I had to pay a little money for it, but Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes, the HD quote-unquote remake, if you will. The original game made by Silicon Knights. And Zelda the Wind Waker. Wind Waker. When you're saying it fast, it sounds like Wind Raker. Wind Raker. Sounds like a Bond villain. Next up, and this is Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, which I can only play one player right now because I don't have the cables. I have a GBA, but I don't have the cables for it. They have a couple extra spare ones. I should hold off until I get those. And finally, for the GameCube, I just picked this up today and I'm looking forward to playing it. Super Mario Sunshine. And in this little corner here, because I'm running out of space, I'll just pull back here. We just got the lone PSP games that I own. The one that's in my system currently and probably never leaves is Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's Tag Force 5. The best of the card games possible. It's got almost every card. Up until, well, it's kind of out of date now with version 5 out and the XYZ cards. Soul Calibur Broken Destiny. Oh man, is this ever a letdown? It's nothing like the console versions of the game. The City of Final Fantasy, not bad. I like it. And rounding off, you got Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, which I'm currently playing for a cast, and I really need to get back to at some point. Okay, so these are just remnants of other stuff. These are code discs that my girlfriend got and she doesn't want to get rid of. In here is our envelope copy of Wii Sports. Get it with every system. And this is my PS1 copy of Descent. Man, is this game ever bad on the PS1. It was awesome on the PC when you had full control if you were using a joystick or a mouse or keyboard. But man, trying to play that on a D-pad and using the face buttons for looking around, forget about it. This is a black case. I'm not going to open it up, but in here is Tekken 3 for PS1. And then finally Hot Shot Golf 3, just because I wanted
a golf game. This is before I got Mario Golf.